Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's new GTA 5 Online video, of course, it is Tuesday, which means tomorrow on Wednesday, Rockstar will be previewing to us early all of the new GTA Online upcoming money bonuses, discounts, event week details, etc. The changes take effect in-game at about Thursday morning, 4 a.m. Central Time in the US. Convert that to your local time zone to get the time it goes live locally for you in your time zone. But on Tuesdays, I like to give you guys a refresher and a reminder of all of this current week's offerings so that if you haven't really been playing the game, you know, obviously this week isn't anything incredible, so a lot of people have probably been taking a break. Obviously, Battlefield 6 just came out. I've been grinding that a lot personally, so I haven't put a bunch of time into the game this weekend necessarily, but there are some good limited time rare items, vehicles, and opportunities that I think all players should take advantage of before we head into the next week in GTA Online, because if you don't complete it this week, you won't get some of these free rewards at the end of the month, which are pretty cool, but you need to make sure you do some stuff, just some daily checklist items for this week. So we're going to jump into everything that's expiring and going away so you can stay up to date as kind of like a refresher and a reminder. So with that said, thank you so much for tuning back in, and let's jump into things. A small opportunity to check out this week even if you don't want to play but you just want to get something for free just for logging in. All players just need to log into the game to receive this vintage witch mask you can see right here. It's under the vintage Halloween section of the mask section in your wardrobe, and you can get, of course, this item right here as just a little login reward for this particular week, so you only have a couple days left to take advantage of this. Here at the LS Car Meet, your prize ride for the rest of this weekly update is this vehicle you can see behind me right here, this old station wagon, the Vapid Click wagon. In order to unlock this car, let's check out the prize ride challenge. Just place top 5 in LS Car Meet series races. You only have to do it once. Incredibly easy challenge, a drag race with one other player, and you're guaranteed to get this vehicle. Both of you will get it in that single drag race. That being said, you can see I haven't completed it because I'm not really gonna bother. I mean, I don't really plan on driving this thing all that much, and I already own one. I guess I could just go into an LS Car Meet, get this one, sell the other one, and make some money back that I already spent on the other version. Either way though, just a classic station wagon. It does have some vintage charm, underwhelming performance. Obviously, as an older vehicle, you have slow acceleration. It's really heavy, super sluggish off the line. Top speed's gonna be decent, but it takes a year and a half to reach its top speed, and it is very, very floaty at high speed because of the super springy and bouncy suspension. Handling's also gonna be really sketchy at those high speeds. It's gonna spin out a lot. Lowering the suspension is gonna help a little bit. Customization is gonna be this car's strong suit, and that's about it. Durability, despite this thing being an older vehicle, you think this thing like wouldn't crumple at all, but honestly, durability is just average when it comes to this car. Like it kind of does deform a lot, so you need to apply those armor upgrades to it. At the Diamond Casino and Resort, you have a couple days left to unlock the Dinka Conjo SJ. This is a Coups class vehicle that was added with the Criminal Enterprises update in July of 2022. Retail price is $1,373,000, or just over $1 million with the trade price on Southern San Andreas Super Autos. It's front wheel drive, kind of stable in the corners. You don't really spin out all that much, but because it is front wheel drive, you're gonna plow. You have a bunch of understeer, kind of unique handling because of that as well. Acceleration and top speed are gonna be below average, obviously, but also just in the Coups class in general. It's not really ideal for competitive racing. It's a fun car to customize, but performance-wise, there's nothing really that stands out of what I can recommend with this car. Honestly, I would just say because of the front wheel drive, and even though it does understeer, it still feels responsive enough. Like, you're gonna plow, but it's not something that is gonna happen all the time. You just need to make sure you slow down enough so the tires can maintain some grip. But obviously, I mean, it's just a Honda Civic. Why does Rockstar price it at like $1.5 million? Who knows? We are gonna spin the lucky wheel, see if we can get lucky with some items here. So let's spin it up. I have not won anything for a while. It would be great to see if we can win something in this video. We're gonna spin right past the car, but we're gonna get clothing, huh? No RP. Hopefully some good clothing. The Hinterland ship sweater. All right, don't forget about your daily visitor chips as well at the cashier. Now, here we are in front of the downtown cab company office building because we have to talk about the money bonuses for the rest of this week. Of course, taxi work is double money and double RP for the remainder of this weekly event. That's also imperative to this week's weekly challenge of just completing 3 taxi work missions, and with that, you will get $200,000 because remember, every weekly challenge for the month of October is paying out double money and double RP. You'll also unlock the Weathered Vintage Mummy Mask, but on top of that, you continue to check off progress for the Vinewood Undead Collection. This is week 2 of 3, where you need to complete the first 3 weeks of weekly challenges for the month of October. So the first week was last week. Hopefully you did that. Otherwise, you're toast. This week you need to complete, as well as the upcoming next week's weekly challenge, so you can get the Slasher Clown outfit, the Please Stop Me mask, the Vinewood Zombie t-shirt, as well as the Skulls livery for the Mammoth Avenger. But also for this week in GTA, with other money bonuses and opportunities, the Halloween Community Series is paying out double money and double RP, so you can check out community jobs, check out some of the death matches or the Halloween races, the stunt races for double money and double RP, plus the Judgment Day Adversary mode is also paying out double money and double RP, or 4 times for GTA Plus members. The last thing, which, you know, isn't really going to get you back onto the game, but if you want to just try it out just to see what you think, document forgery cell missions are paying out double money and double RP as well, or if you have GTA Plus, they're 4 times money and 4 times RP. During my weekly update money guide, we talked about the payouts. Basically, with double money, the document forgery pays out $315,000 for long distance sale, or $472,500 with the max high demand bonus. With 4 times money, you're making $630K for a long distance sale, or up to $945,000 with the high demand bonus, which 4 times money makes it worth it. But if you're interested in just playing something else this week, that's totally fair. The fact that the document forgery office needs 4 times money to even be remotely worth playing is just hilarious, because that's just how bad it is. The worst MC business in the entire game. But if there's any week to play and actually use the document forgery, it would be this week. We talked about that in my weekly update money guide on Friday, so if you want to check that out, we broke all the details down on how to run the business. This is just to remind you of that opportunity in case you've been missing out thus far, but want to check it out for yourself. At the gun van for this week here, we have a bunch of different opportunities. All of the alien weapons, of course, are probably going to be here for the rest of Halloween. So I guess starting off, we have the precision rifle, the compact EMP launcher, which is 40% off for all players. If you're a GTA Plus member, you can get the Shocker weapon right here, the Widowmaker, the Up and Atomizer, plus the Unholy Hellbringer for 50% off. The tactical SMG is available for everyone, but GTA Plus members can also get this at 40% off, and just in general, all players can get these guns. They just don't have weapons. This isn't a gun right here, but you just can't get the discount unless you have GTA Plus. So most of these are GTA Plus discounts, but at least the weapons are available for everyone. The Shocker, if you don't want to participate in the UFO event later this month, or just, you know, when the UFOs start spawning and you can get abducted, well, you might as well get it from here. The Up and Atomizer is a gun van exclusive, same with the tactical SMG, so you gotta get them from here. They're worth it at full price anyway. At the Salvage Yard for this week here in GTA Online, these are our vehicle robberies available through October the 15th. Starting off, the Bravado Greenwood is this week's standard range vehicle featured in the Gangbanger robbery. Next up, the Benefactor Schlagen GT is this week's mid-range vehicle featured in the cargo ship robbery. It returns, take advantage of it. Then we have the Invitero Coquette D10, this week's top range vehicle featured in the Duggan robbery. No, none of them are claimable, but some cool cars you can steal nonetheless. These are all really fun to drive. When it comes to our property and vehicle discounts for this week in GTA Online, let's talk about the property discount, the major property discount for the week. Out of all things, we get the document forgery office. It's 30% off. These are all the locations you can get, along with the one that I own, which is Grapeseed, which is probably the one you want to get for the document forgery if you want to buy it. I'm just going to leave it at that. I would not recommend players purchase this. In this day and age, it's a total waste of cash. You're not going to be utilizing this business at all. Yes, it could take $10,000 off the claimable vehicle fee at the salvage yard, but also you could use this business to make money with the Money Front's car wash safe. That's an idea, but overall, I mean, the document forgery itself, without it being on bonus, no one touches this business ever. There's a reason it's always memed on. And for our vehicle discounts here in GTA Online for the week, let's check them out. They are all on 30% off. First one is the Dinka Jester RR, 30% off. You can get it for just over $1 million here with the discount. 30% off the Grati Itali GTO for $1.375 million. This is the vehicle I was using and featuring in the intro of today's video. Really, really good car. If you're going to purchase any vehicle on discount for the week, make it this one. We have one more to discuss that I think is worth buying, but that one is definitely my favorite for the week right there. The Ocelot Penetrator, 616K. Honestly, I do find it worth it. It's a fun Jaguar to be driving in this game. I will say that. It has a lot of history IRL as well. Next up, the Ubermacht Rebla GTS is on discount for 30% off, $822,000. This is the second vehicle I would say to get, the Grati Itali GTO plus this vehicle, and you're good to go for discounts for this week's weekly weekly update. But the Rebel GTS, this BMW X5 is awesome. After that, we have the classy Tulip M100 on Southern San Andreas Super Autos. You can get it for $1.16 million. The Chariot Romero Hearst continues to be on discount for 30% off. The classy Tornado Rat Rod, any of the Halloween vehicles, right? The Lurcher, there it is right there, 385K. I mean, we reviewed this from last week. I don't need to go into detail in this video on it. All the Halloween vehicles will be discounted all month long. The Festival Bus, we see this every once in a while, and obviously I don't know why anyone would buy it. 969K for this thing. LCC Sanctus, another Halloween vehicle on discount. And then let's check out Warstock, because the Chernobog is 30% off. You can get this for $787,500. The Blazer Aqua is also on sale, $1.228 million, or just under $1 million with the trade price. And then on Elitist Travel, it's been a while since we've seen this on discount. You can actually get the Western Company Annihilator for 30% off, $1,277,000 this week with the discount. I also forgot to mention, with the Kasatka submarine and your moon pool vehicle, you can get the Kraken Avisa submarine for 30% off this week as well. Obviously, the Sparrow is absolutely worth purchasing. The Avisa sub is kind of a waste of money. Not kind of, it is a waste of money, but if you want to get it just to complete your moon pool vehicle set, you can for 30% off this week. And then the last discount I almost forgot to mention is the Vapid Taxi is 30% off, $455K or $341K with the trade price. You can use this for taxi work, obviously, as well. You get provided a taxi, but if you would like to purchase yourself your own taxi, you can get this one. At the LS Car Meet for your test drive vehicles for the rest of this weekly update. Let's check them out. When we did the weekly update guide, I went left to right, so let's do right to left today. Starting off, we have this Vapid Hustler right here. Pretty cool muscle car. Obviously, it's going to fall short off the line, and also in terms of handling and braking. It is a challenge to control this car, but it's a hot rod. I mean, obviously, that's going to kind of be the negative and downside of using a hot rod, is the handling and braking aren't going to be that good, but it's just got a lot of muscle, and it can haul cheeks off the line if you know how to drive this thing, just because it has so much power. It does have a lot of understeer as well as oversteer as well. Like, you kind of flip back and forth between them. This is just a fun car to drive. Looks cool, but it is flawed in many ways. Or maybe not even flawed. It's just, you know, it's not really meant for that kind of like competitive racing performance, but I think that should be part of any car. Like, it should be able to handle taking a turn, and this car can't, so I consider it a flawed vehicle. But it is cool for show, and it'll win you some car meets, probably. 625 grand for the purchase price. Next up, the Lampadati Pajali. I like this one a lot. It's very, very unassuming as a car. It's crazy high performing. You get great acceleration. This car can reach supercar level top speeds as long as you have a long stretch of roadway where you're not really turning. It is front wheel drive, so it's not going to have the best turning radius or handling, but it does still maintain really high traction, really good braking, and as well as great crash deformation as well. If you want to pick up this car, it's going to run you $400,000. Then we have the Dubachi Rapid GT, which I feel like is available here or at Simeon's basically every 2 weeks. Strong acceleration, average top speed, kind of struggles with the responsiveness, and it has a wide turning radius. It's going to handle well on long winding roads, but it also has poor crash resilience and really heavy steering, so you can't really whip it around corners and turns and stuff like that. You need to play to this car's strengths to actually take advantage of how good this car can be, because it is a good car, but if you treat it like any other normal vehicle that'll just effortlessly get yourself around a turn, while you're not going to like kind of like the handling, the steering, and the performance of this car. $132,000 though, so it's cheap enough to buy, even if it's not going to be the best car in your garage anyways. Here at Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport and Car Dealership, these are the vehicles we have on offer. 3 of these on the right side are the Halloween vehicles, which were here last week as well. You just have some different customization options, and the vehicle placement has moved around, but they are the exact same vehicles. The Halloween vehicles that are on discount, I talked about them and gave performance reviews for them during last week's weekly update guide, as well as a reminder video, so go check out that if you kind of want to get the performance reviews of these. Although, you know, the Albany Frankenstein and Frankenstein is a really, really cool car. I do love this thing. Just an all-around better version of the Vapid Hustler, and I just like it in general, even though it's sort of got the body style actually of like the Albany Roosevelt. It's like a mixture of the two. Anyways, let's talk about the ones that are actually featured here for this week that, you know, will be going away, because these will probably just stay in Simeon's, I'd imagine. So first, we have this classy Tulip here. It's inspired by the 1972 Chevrolet Chevelle Malibu. With this car, the speed is like super, super impressive in my opinion, but the handling is crazy, crazy bad. You got to be really skillful at driving to control this car. You get a ton of wheel spin, a big tendency to oversteer. The upgrades are going to make this thing a little bit easier to drive, but overall, you're never going to completely completely tame this car. If you're an absolute expert at the game, you can drive this muscle car, I would say, to the best of anyone's ability, but it's not going to suit anyone long term. I mean, this car is just too all over the place. It swings back and forth on the road with the wheel spin, with the oversteer. The rear end just bounces left and right. You genuinely cannot control this car if you try and drive this thing as fast as possible. But nonetheless, if you want to own it, because it looks absolutely beautiful, right? It's got to sit in someone's garage. It's in my garage. $739,660 purchase price. Next up, the BF Raptor. Obviously, this is a really unique trike-style sports vehicle. With this, you get quick acceleration. The handling is going to be pretty agile because of that single rear wheel, but obviously the light body and that wheel itself make it prone to losing control over some bumps and curbs. Again, unique driving feel, probably a hit or miss among players. I don't really like it all that much, and I just don't like the front, obviously. There are some trike-style vehicles that you see like on the street in real life that look better. This is supposed to be based on some of those, but I just don't like the way it looks in GTA. It looks kind of bizarre, and this paint job is also kind of grossing me out. Not like this looks like a roller coaster car or something like that. Anyways, let's inspect $685,700 purchase price for the rest of this week. We are going to be wrapping everything up right here, ladies and gentlemen, so thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video. Make sure to drop a like if you guys did go on to enjoy, and of course subscribe to the channel if you are new and you want to see more GTA 5 online content just like this. Tomorrow, of course, we will have the new weekly update, news, information, all of that stuff previewed to us early, so I will see you guys at about 3:30 p.m. Central Time with all of that once Rockstar gives us the news and I can make that video for you. Also, feel free to check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, specifically twitch.tv/hazardoushtv. Those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube. It's also the GTA 6 waiting room over on my GTA live stream. So with that said, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and adios, amigos.